You're listening to 888 WSOS, Southside, Chicago. What is your beef? You know what? I'm the beef. But the real question of the day is, where's the beef? And the beef is broadcasting live at the Labor Taste. We're here at Columbus Drive with over 100 restaurants and food vendors. We got all types. We got barbecue. We got Filipino crispy pork. They got the pig on the spit all day long. We got elotes. We got empanadas with fruit inside. We got babkas, shalatkas, schnitzel, weisswurst, synth meat. For you vegetarians out there, quagga mussels. For your conservationists, you name it. We're broadcasting this entire Labor Day weekend from here, so come find us. I've already met a bunch of you. Always a pleasure. Today's segment is brought to you by the Wiener Circle. And that means the beef is having some beef. 100% beef, foot-long hot dog, dragged through the garden with extra sport peppers. It's good. But I got something better for you. Joining me today is none other than the Black Sox mystic himself, Joe Melucci. Melucci, welcome to the show. Can I call you Sloth?
That depends. Can I call you Mr. Beef?
The only person allowed to call me Mr. Beef is Mrs. Beef. And she only does that when she's got some beef, which is about 90% of the time. Now, it's great to see you at this food festival and to see you continually embrace the city.
Well, Chicago's great. It's truly cosmopolitan.
Seems everywhere you go, the people love you.
Well, only recently, Beef. Tokyo with the pearls and the GBC was a special time. But now's now, and here's here, as we say in Jakulu.
Do people who practice Jakulu, do they eat meat?
Sure, but you'll find at the higher levels, there's more vegetarians and vegans. But eating animal flesh as a practitioner, yeah, I do. Though I've been on a fake fish diet during the season. But tell you what, that footlong you have there looks mighty tasty.
I know you like the spice, having spent some time in the new bayou after the crawdads, right? But listen, let's talk some Black Sox. I know it's been a massively disappointing season. Preseason pundits up and down the line had the team finally breaking the losing streak. Now, 13 seasons long? From a guy who's played the entire season, been with the team a couple of years, and has been on championship teams, what can you tell us as to the reason for the woeful record?
How many losses do we have?
82. And you face the Bluebirds for a 4-game set starting tomorrow.
82 losses. Then there's probably 82 reasons. And I'd offer myself as reason number 1. The buck doesn't stop with me, but I'll shoulder my share. I've not played up to my standard. I'm hitting .230 with 15 homers, and maybe we're rushing some of our new guys. The top men, Sasadri, Salvador Montañez. There's also Ayat Fasala, shortstop. He's been running, but he hasn't been hitting. There's a lot of things. Azim had a sophomore slump.
Oh yeah, he went 10-9 as a rookie, and now 3-8 and out of the rotation.
Then there was the issue we had carrying 2 very capable and worthy second basemen.
Saswada and Maeda.
Murugayan had that accident.
Now, folks, if you decide to fight a locker, don't. The locker usually wins.
Passionate guy, Murugayan. I love him. I mean, all of those reasons come from a culture of losing. Now, what is that? It's where losing is the norm. Where losing is the expectation.
A case of, it is what it is?
Yeah, maybe, but I never liked that phrase because there's always a reason. And often we benefit when we dig down and identify that reason. Somewhere along the way, the team started to lose. And down the line, it's become an accepted thing. And then it becomes a normal thing. So yeah, it is what it is. But there's always a reason.
What's the reason, in your opinion?
I'll give you 2 words. Bluebirds and river monsters. So 3 words.
Those teams are real juggernauts.
Yeah, the Bluebirds, the River Monsters, wonderful teams to watch. I'm saddened that Todd Tatlock is out. The game is better when he's better.
You know, that's nice of you, Melucci, because the scuttlebutt was that you two didn't get along. That there was a TNT faction and a Sloth faction within the locker room.
Now that's my beef with the media.
Touche, Melucci.
Media's always got to have some storyline, some narrative of conflict. That's no shade on you. I enjoy the show. That's just part of the entirety of sports. But no filter, the locker room's united the whole year. Check out our chem score. And when the trade was announced, a bunch of us took Tatlock to O'Grady's.
What are some of the bright spots?
Plenty. Rags has been killer, leading off. And he's been healthy, despite all you guys calling him fragile. We got Stevie Bodine winning 10 games for the first time in his career. And for as much flack as Adam Hines has been getting, this whole season, he's going to get his first winning season as a starter with us.
Yes, Adam Hines, 10-7 right now, 4.48 ERA, 174 innings, workhorse. He's a real Iron Man.
Carlos Moya. We signed Moya to an extension. This was after his name was dangled out there as possibly going to the Bluebirds. Speaking of which, possibly going to Las Vegas. So we're shoring up our rotation.
And will we see you next year, Joe? Your contract is up, and the manager's been mum about any extension.
Beef, you know we can't talk about stuff like that.
I'm contractually obligated to ask.
Let's just say, now's now, and here's here. And the next day is tomorrow.
Why does Jakulu always make so much sense? Sloth, it's been a pleasure. Go get some of that grub from the Wiener Circle. You deserve it. Especially facing Nashville tomorrow.
Will do, Beef. Enjoyed it.
It's Joe Melucci, folks, and I'm the Beef. And where's the beef? We're at the Labor Taste. This entire Labor Day weekend, get some of that food. Over 100 restaurants and vendors from across the city. And come find me, 88.8 WSOS, Southside Chicago. The Beef.